Alright, what is going on, lovely citizens of my YouTube channel? Welcome back to Ride With Me, Episode 2. As you can see, it is dark out now. It's currently 9:12 PM. So it's a bit late, not too late. It's late when you have work in the morning like me, but you know, is what it is. So once again, I'd like to say thank you for the support. I do appreciate all the comments, and I believe we've got a couple new subscribers. We're at 49, you know, nearly 50 now. I think we were at 39 last time, so we've got 10 since the last video, which is really good. But lots of encouragement, lots of nice comments. Shout out to Teresa Kapinga 8227 today. Teresa, Chorizo, whatever you're called. Thank you for the comment. That'll give me today's video. So I hope you enjoy Ride With Me Episode 2, and I hope to make this a series where I kind of just discuss your comments, really. Pick a topic. You want me to discuss something, you know, I'll filter through. Not that I have many things to filter through, but I'll filter through and, you know, just discuss what you got to say. So I'll put the comment up on the screen, and yeah. So Sharisa said, video idea, I'm actually pretty curious about what really got you into riding and how a rider views the hypes on bikers right now, because I feel like a lot of people are after that look and aesthetic after seeing bikes on social media recently, right? Personally, I also don't mind people not knowing the mechanics of a bike but still riding it and knows how to ride it, but I've also noticed some people that is completely ignorant to the basics such as oils, changings and basic repairing, etc. Maybe a video about your opinion on various questions like this. Excellent idea, excellent topic. I say we get into it. There's a fair few dot points there, so I am going to go into my notes. I'm going to break them down, and I'll go topic by topic, how I feel I can break those down into points, and we will discuss. Boom. Surprise. Yes, all of a sudden, just like that, I'm at a different location. As you can imagine, you're thinking, what? You probably think it's the same night, because it still looks like night, so you're not going to know any different. Which brings me to the point of why I was extremely depressed last night. I had something horrible happen to me. And, you know, we're probably maybe 3 minutes into this video. 4 minutes maybe, don't know, haven't edited, haven't seen my footage from last night, because I am doing this for a second time due to the GoPro. Thank you, GoPro, honestly. So I'm going to start with saying that I decided to make that video last night. I hit record on the camera and I rode around for 2 hours choosing different locations, obviously went through my 3 points, discussing them in depth, and I got passionate. I got real passionate about it, and I felt like, you know, I did some good things. I felt like I said some good things, and lo and behold, I went to press stop record for my GoPro to be bugged. So I went to press stop and it didn't beep. Like usually when you press stop it beeps. If you've got a GoPro, you know, and you can still see the little red flashing thing right there. Bam, it was still flashing. So I was like, alright, I'll keep riding till I'm home and I will see what the go is, why it's not. All good. Took my helmet off, took the GoPro attachment off, and it said I'd been recording for 6 seconds, and I had 100% battery and I had 100% of recording space. So I wanted to neck, and I'm like, what? Surely there's an error. So I went to turn it off and on, stopped recording, didn't work again. Went to turn it off and on, wouldn't even turn off and on with holding the power button. I had to take the battery out. When I put the battery back in, it said recovering files, and then it just didn't work. It was only the files from the intro that you're probably going to see, and I haven't even viewed them yet, because when I got home last night I was just like so fucking depressed that I just went straight to bed. So I don't even know if they were recorded. I'm not even recording that intro again. Don't even know what the intro is. I can't remember. I blocked it all out because I was depressed. So yeah. But anyways, I say we skip that shit and we get back into Riding With Me Episode 2, with the first point of being what got me into riding. Right. So let's discuss what got me into riding. What got me into riding was a multiple of things, to be honest. it wasn't just one thing, it was a build up over years of other stuff. It's a massive car park, I never even realised. I would say the idea of riding began maybe when I was 5 or 6, and if you're not Australian, I don't even know if they're Australian now I think about it. Surely they were Australian. I'm pretty sure they were. Now that I think about it, yeah, they were. Crusty Demons. If you heard of them, you know. If not, look them up. I'm not sure if they're still around. They could be. They might not be. But the Crusty Demons were like the original Nitro Circus. Like, they were doing the craziest shit. I don't remember if there was any flips, you know, but there was whips and there was fucking no-handers, and, you know, as a 5-6 year old who probably couldn't even ride a bicycle back then, don't even know what age I learned to ride a bike, that shit was crazy. I'd say what contributed to a large part of me getting into riding and MX bikes and sports bikes, completely different motivations really, to be honest. My older brother got me a dirt bike. It was just like a little Pit Pro, a little Thumpster, so, you know, it wasn't anything fancy. It was a 125, but for me, I was probably grade 5, 6, so I was like, you know, 10 or 11, something like that. For me, that was perfect. I got to learn so much on that. And what I was talking about, you know, about your balancing and your just technique, your balance, your throttle control, all that type of stuff, that was all learned on that bike. I remember not being able to get out of first gear. I remember my brothers both like standing on each side of me running, and I was like crawling at like 2Ks, and I didn't understand the concept of, you know, the quicker you go, the easier it is to balance. Because when you think about it, if you ride motorbikes or anything like that, slow riding, it's not hard. I don't find it hard, but, you know, it's difficult at first when you're trying to get the hang of it. And when the first time you fucking ride a motorbike and you want to go the slowest you can because you're scared and it's hard, that's the hardest riding you can do. So, you know, it was crazy. But anyways, so my first bike was a 125 little Pit Pro little Thumpster, which then eventually got me into, oh shit, close call, there wasn't even a fucking zebra crossing. Like, you know, I'm all for giving away, but jeez, my guy, all good, doesn't matter, it is what it is. Whoa, I suddenly lost it, bro. Holy shit, I don't know if that's gonna show up on camera. Oh my days, I was not paying attention. Anyways, moving up from that, I went to a YZ250, which I still have. Yamaha, love it. Hadn't started that thing for like a year, and a couple of weeks ago I got back on it and first kick it started. 2013 YZ250, fucking sick bike, love it. If you're looking to get into dirt bikes, you know, you're not a child, so an Pee-wee 80 ain't gonna suit you. I'd recommend a 250, honestly. You can't go wrong. They're light, they've got plenty of power, and they're just good to learn on. 450s are fine too if you're a bigger guy. I'd probably recommend a 450. They are a bit heavier. I'm not big. I'm like 79, 80 kilos. That's a lie. I'm like 80, 81. So I'm going to cap like that. But definitely recommend one of those. But leading to what truly got me into sports bike, that comes down to my missus. So she was bringing up the idea of it, and I always liked the idea of it, you know. I've always wanted a sports bike, but I kind of just never took action and did it, just cause, you know what I mean? So anyways, we kept checking out the motorbike stores, you know, we went here and there, we went once, we went twice, and then, you know, the frequency was a bit higher. We went 1 week, we went a fortnight, and then all of a sudden we're there like 2 weeks in a row. And I remember her saying to me, we were just kind of standing there looking, she's like, oh, this is so nice, and she sits on the R3, and it just looks so good. The R3 is such a beautiful bike, I reckon, in my opinion. But yeah, she's sitting on the R3, and we're trying on different gear and stuff like that. Yes, I know, we don't have a bike yet, but you know, it's good to know what's going to fit. It helps you budget it. Like, there's no harm in trying on gear, you know, putting helmets on, stuff like that, trying different helmets, going to different stores, trying different helmets, very recommended, because not all helmets are the same. I know a lot of people want the the Pista, the fucking Alpine Star, but you know, not every helmet's the same. They fit different to your head shapes, so I'd recommend trying them all on and go with one that ultimately is comfortable, because you know you're going to be wearing it a lot and you want something that's comfortable. Anyways, we're trying on gear, and then, you know, at one stage she goes, oh, I really want to get it, like I should just do it, I'm just going to get it. And you know, I didn't discourage her or nothing, and I said, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I think she was in shock, because I don't think she expected me to say, alright, let's get it. And I was like, let's just do it. I like swear right then and there, we walked over and we spoke to one of the sales lady. She was so nice. And actually, no, cap, we were looking at the bike and she could see us like undecided or decided at the same time, and she came over and essentially sold us the bike. And she was so nice, she was so good, so helpful, and it was great. I actually went back and bought my bike from her because I liked the experience I had with her so much. Really nice lady. So anyways, she got her motorbike and I instantly fell in love, and I was like, you know, being the good partner I am, you know, I'm a good guy, I couldn't let my girl who's never ridden a motorbike before just go out there in the big wild streets by herself. So I of course had to buy my own motorbike, although it might have been a bit of jealousy, but you know, it was knight in white shiny armour, you know, fashion type shit, you know. So I reckon not that long after, a couple of weeks later, went back to the same store, and I was so undecided, honestly. I was tossing up, as I've said before, between the CBR, the Ninja, even an R3, and I didn't even think of my wildest dreams that I'd buy an R7. Like, I felt uncomfortable, I felt it was too big, I wasn't used to that aggressive feeling, because my only experience was dirt bikes. I was like, oh my god, you know, I'm gonna die. I watched a lot of videos, I did a lot of research, I'd recommend it. I then booked in a test ride the week before, and I booked in a test ride on the bike, and I instantly fell in love with it, honestly, because I was so scared that I just had this image that I touch the throttle and I disappear. Like, I hit that throttle, first gear, I'm at 1 rev, not even 1,000, 1 rev, this shit is idling still, you know, and my bike, that's at that give way sign, and me, I'm left back there, I'm going, oh, whoa, you know, type of shit. That's what I imagined in my head. That's my inner wog coming out, you know, oh my god, mother help us, you know, all my family telling me, you're gonna die, you know, don't do it, it's death, motorcycles are death. Like, I was scared, but at the same time, fuck that, because I love this shit. So, that's how I ended up with a sports bike, and that's what got me into riding. Dirt bike, older brother, Crusty Demons, Nitro Circus, and then sports bikes, my missus, essentially because I was jealous. I'm stopping here because I feel like this is a really nice car park. It's very open, there's a lot of downlight, and because it's night, I feel like it'd be like a good opportunity to get like a couple good photos of my bike, you know, making edits on TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. So this opportunity here is now to tell you to, if you already aren't following me on TikTok, go give me a follow on TikTok. I'm posting quite frequently on there. I've got like nearly 500 followers, I think, which is exciting, so I'm gonna keep that shit up. As for my Instagram, I only just started posting on there tonight. They'll both be linked down below. I got no followers on that shit, so please, if you can, try to run those numbers up, give me a couple likes, whatever is what it is. Right, so I've got a couple photos, got a couple videos, I'm happy. Let's discuss the second topic, riders' hype and aesthetics from social media. Ooh, where do I start with this one? I feel like it's a real sensitive topic right now in the bike community, and I'm going to go more in the sports bike community. I don't think there's a lot of controversy going on right now in the MX community. Not that I'm really aware, I don't keep up to date with it. I am aware of the little memes going around with one of the Deegan brothers, one of the Deegan sons, whatever you want to call him, riders not getting penalised for shit apparently that other people would. I'm aware of those memes, and I'm aware of the fucking Stark Varg, whatever it's called, and the hype around that, and that's really all I know about MX at the moment. I don't really keep up to date with anything to do with it. I'm more into sports bikes currently at this point in my life. So yeah, social media influencers essentially to do with sports bike, although I feel like this could almost be hypocritical towards me, because I'm new and I feel like I've got that influencer starter pack that I always see memes about, which is a GoPro. I don't have the AGV, so you know, I'm safe in that department, but I also have the R7, which I bought for completely other reasons. And I'd just like to say that, you know, ever since I was little, I've actually always done this type of stuff, but with gaming channels. I love games, you know. I've had Counter-Strike YouTube channels, I've had Call of Duty YouTube channels, and I have a Twitch channel, which is one of my originals, which I created. Actually, pause. Not my original account. I had one that I created when it was Justin TV. Shout out for those that know. You know, it used to be called Justin TV, not Twitch. Or there was Twitch and Justin, can't remember. Justin TV was the streaming platform of choice. Twitch was just kind of on the up and comer. I had accounts on both, or either one, or just Justin. Don't know, can't remember. It was that fucking long ago. But yeah, that's how long I've kind of been doing this shit. Never taken it seriously. I've kind of just here and there, done it there and there where I can. But now I want to be actually committed to this, doing it different. Hence why I'm currently out. Don't have my phone in my pocket. It's probably about 10 p.m. right now. Finished work and did some type of shit, and yeah, now I'm out riding. So back to the topic anyway of bikers and influencers and the current really aesthetic around bikes. Yes, there is a big movement going on with bikes, and I think it's actually a really good thing. I wouldn't be concerned about it at all. Like, I'm really happy about it. You've got the controversial Matthew Woods, seems to always come up because bro gets his abs out in every video, and I got really passionate about this last night talking about it, so I'm going to try and reignite my flame, because like, the man went on a rant. I couldn't even ride. I needed a ramp. Like, I pulled over in a car park and I was like, bam, 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 and I felt like man was listing evidence and points. So I'm gonna try and memorize what the fuck I was going on about. I was very energetic last night. My brain was a lot more awake than it is now, because I decided to go out riding so late, come back home, sleep a couple of hours and go to work. That's my own fault. Should have been a bit more organized, but anyways, forget about that. Content's the most important thing there is for you guys and girls, so I'll keep that shit up. Anyways, back to the point. I got sidetracked again. I constantly get sidetracked. Don't know why. I just do that shit. Anyways, Matthew Woods, controversial guy because he gets his abs out. I think there's some other things to do with him using a fake name and a girl or some shit like that. I ain't really up to date about it. I don't really watch his content. I have watched a couple of his videos. I know he gets memed on for never riding, like ever apparently. I decided to watch one of his YouTube videos, and I did have a good chuckle. In the fact, the one time I decided to try watch one of his YouTube videos, he rode like through the car park of the store he bought the motorbike, and to a gas station, and then went and got food or some shit like that. But it was all within like the same shopping complex. So I had a good fucking laugh at that, because I was like, no way. Like, what are the one video I choose, he like doesn't leave a car park. So I had a good fucking laugh. But anyways, no hate to the guy. I think it's perfectly fine. I think he's built an audience around it, and yes, he has, you know, the thirsty single mums and the thirsty girls and probably some thirsty guys, and I think it's good on him, and he gets attention for his controversial abs that not a lot of people have. So good on the guy. I think he's fit, no homo, and I think ultimately he makes good content. He as a content creator, he's found his niche, he's found his market audience, and he capitalizes that on every chance he gets, and I think he should. I think that's what it's about. Like, he's built an audience around this stuff. He's built a viewership. People probably wait for him to upload something, that way he can, you know, they can roast him. And I think he's accepted that and he's okay with it. Otherwise he would have made some apology video saying sorry and put a top on, but he hasn't. So, you know, that's what he wants to do, that's what he can do. Which brings me to my next topic of the S1Ks, which I even brought up in my last video, which seems to be the second most starter bike behind the R7 apparently, as the influencer bike of you either have an R7 or you have an S1K. I'm just going to say S1Ks are a beautiful bike, and I believe the reason so many people have them is because they're fucking cheap. They're so fucking cheap. I can't remember his name on YouTube. I'm going to put it fucking right here, right there, right now. That's where it is. You're looking at it. Bada bing, bada boom, gone. Adobe Moto, I believe his name is. Adobe Moto, Abobi. Can't fucking remember for the life of me. His name, whatever. On YouTube, he made a video where he was checking out the new 2025 BMW, and he says it there. And it is obvious why. Like, he just bought a new Ducati fucking V4 and he loves it, but essentially you get more features on the BMW, which is, yes, plagued by problems, which we know, but it's still a leader bike. That's cap. I don't know if it's plagued with problems. I've heard of engine failures. Most time people have engine failures, I feel like they're constantly... Oh, shit, I didn't even realize. I feel like... Oh my days, I'm waiting for a green light. I'm waiting for... I was waiting for a green light, and I was on a give way sign. I didn't even realize. Oh my god, that is too funny. And that guy didn't even toot me. He does not care, but he didn't even look at me. Okay, anyways, I gave the guy a wave. I don't know, that shit had me distracted. I can't even remember where the fuck I was at. This is like my fourth take of trying to pick up where I left off from. I think I was talking about S1K having problems. Don't know. I know a lot of people redline the fuck out of them and try to take them to like 300 k's an hour or like 200 miles an hour. You're bound to have problems. The bikes aren't designed to be, I don't think, put in race mode 24/7 and absolutely redlined everywhere you go. You know, you're going to shorten the lifespan. If you use 100% of something all the time, yeah, you're going to shorten the lifespan. So you get what you get. That may be a bit controversial, but I'm kind of realistic on the point where if that car there constantly sat in first gear going as fast as it can, the transmission's going to blow. Even though the transmission's built for fucking, you know, 1 million kilometers, it may only last 600,000 kilometers type of thing, you know? Who knows? But I personally think, on top of all that, that you should do what you want. You can get what bike you want. And if you want to make videos, if you want to make fucking take photos, hell, if you don't want to do anything, you just want to ride that bike like it was designed, or you want to ride that bike not how it was designed and go as fast as you fucking can 24/7, go for it. It's your bike. It's your decision. No one can tell you. You ride at your own risk. Everyone knows that when they get on a bike. You know, everyone knows the increased risk when you get on a bike. Everyone knows the temptation you're going to have when you get on a bike to pull the throttle. It's a motorbike. Like, why else do you get them? You don't get them to be safer, you know? You want to be safer, fucking buy a monster truck, bro, buy the death machine or some shit like that, you know what I mean? You don't buy a motorbike to be safer. But touching on the topic of, you know, the aesthetics of bikes, stuff like that, influencers, shit like that, I think Australia has a really, really big problem with influencers or anyone sticking their head up above others. The saying in Australia is tall poppy syndrome. Don't know if it applies anywhere else in the world, but essentially, you know, if you look out in a field and you see one flower, you know, the rest are down here, the other one's up there, you see one flower, it's sticking up above the rest, that's the one that's going to get cut, and people want to put other people down. I feel like Australia has a real big problem with that. Like, as much as I'd love to, you know, if I'm in a conversation, oh, cool car park. Oh, where's my blinker? There. As much as I'd love to, if it's in a conversation, and I have been asked on a group ride, like, do you make content? And I said no. No, I haven't made a joke. I said, yeah, bro, I got like 75,000 followers on TikTok and like 20k subscribers on YouTube. And I said that as a joke, and it deflected it, you know, karate. So, you know, but that's because unless you're kind of big, unless you're already someone, people don't want to know you, and they think you're a chump. They think, oh, so many people have done it. Oh my god, this car park is massive. I didn't even know like how big this was. Wheelie time. Oh, oh shit. My finger got stuck on the clutch. Oh, I couldn't even see that curb up ahead. Thank god I didn't peg it, bro. The hill. Anyways, let's get under some light so I can keep talking. Right, as I was saying, I think Australia has a massive like problem with, unless you're already someone, you're laughed at, you're a joke, you're put down until you actually make it. And I think that's a fucking, you know, as someone that wants to be a content creator, someone that tries to create content, sometimes the feeling of that can bring you down, because just the idea of being like, that's what I do, or that's what I want to do, you just know. Like, I mean, I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but I know here, you just know. Look, the way people are going to look at you and say, like, really, who gives a fuck about their opinion? And that's why I'm here, that's why I'm doing it, and I want to say the same shit to you guys and girls, that if you want to make content, who cares what people think? Pull out your camera, pull out your phone, and just do it. I'm giving advice to use as much as I'm giving advice to myself right now. It's like talking to my own mental, because I still feel self-conscious. Like, even though I'm standing here talking to the bike right now, and I'm kind of warmed up talking, I feel more comfortable talking, you know, I'm looking at the bike, my eyes are actually peered over at people over there, and I'm like, are they looking at me? Are they coming towards me? Are they going to say something to me? I don't care if they say something, as long as they're nice, you know. I think if you're in Australia, especially Melbourne right now, you would most likely be up to date with the idea of Kaizen, the jumpers with the X hoodies, X the world. I think they right now are a fucking prime example of what's going on with tall poppy syndrome in Australia. Now, once again, I'm getting passionate about this, so I'm going to leave the bike here, and I'm going to stand, talk, just because I need to. I need to actually really discuss this fucking issue that I actually feel really passionate about and sad. The fact that good people, good brand, I bought one of their jumpers. I think the quality of the jumper is fucking sick. They haven't gone with the cheapest option possible. They haven't done, you know, a quick print on demand, put no thought, no effort into it, and charged, you know, a ridiculous price. These are people from Melbourne. They're, you know, probably in their 20s. I don't know them. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm just supporting them because I think that you've got people in their 20s trying to start a motorbike brand, clothing company, aesthetic, direction in the direction in the community, and I think that's fucking great. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But some people get really butthurt about it, and I don't know why. Some people think they're fuckheads. They all make fun about the R7. So I don't feel personally attacked because I don't really give a fuck. I think it's a good bike. I like it. But they all make fun of the R7 and the X hoodie, and I don't know why. Like, I know there's an issue in MSR right now, which is the Melbourne Street Riders group, where everyone keeps, they're bickering, they're back and forth Something to do with rev bombing at a Tuesday night ride, I believe. Don't know, wasn't there, don't know the details, not getting involved. I'm staying on topic, and my point being that the fact that you've got a fucking sick brand like that, that's local, that's young, it's a small business still, you know. I don't know how many followers they've got these days. I bought a jumper last year. I love the quality, and I'm going to put them in the description. Bam. Their Instagram's going to be here. I think they really need to be checked out and given some support, because their line of shit is just sick, and I think what's coming is sick. The footage they do, sick, and I think it's big things coming for them, and I don't think they should be put down like most of the fucking Melbourne community is, I feel, right now. Right, I don't feel like that was as long or as in-depth or as passionate as it was last night. I got really fucking bitter over that topic of tall poppy syndrome, just because of how strongly I feel about it. But that essentially summarizes how I feel. That people are just fuckheads, unless you're somebody. Oh, I know this person, I know that person. Look at, like, what's the word? What's the fucking thing I'm looking for? You know, unless you... It goes back to that childhood cool group type of shit. Like, bro, who cares if you get 1 like, 2 likes? You know, when you comment on my videos, I get so excited. When you like it, I get excited. I can't stop looking at the analytics. I don't care if it's 5 views. There's 5 people seen it. That's 6, 7, 10, 12. I don't care if 2 people, 1 people, no people comment. The content's there. It'll come to the people that enjoy it, and it'll come to the people that want to be part of kind of what I'm doing here, that enjoy me for what I'm doing, and I'll build a community around that. I don't care about the people that think I waste their fucking time. So that pulls me to the third topic of knowing the fundamentals of bikes and maintenance. I feel like I can summarize this one very quickly, and I think it's more simple than people may think it is. There is services that exist in this world for people that don't want to learn maintenance. The key word is don't want to. That's why there's mobile mechanics for really basic stuff. That's why there's mechanics in general for general stuff. That's why shops offer services like for motorbikes. Yes, you need... Well, I don't know about any other country, but in Australia, you get a service from someone that's like a licensed or registered service centre. So, you know, someone that's got a license with Yamaha or a certificate with Yamaha to say they know how to service their bikes. You have like this logbook that they stamp and date and sign when it was serviced and what kilometres. And usually when you on-sell the bike, it's a proof of service history or a service logbook. I don't know if you have those anywhere else. In Australia you have those, and the only way to get those stamps and signatures is going to a mechanic. So I take my bike to a mechanic for servicing. I've worked on my dirt bike. I know how to do what needs to be done. I've never worked on the sports bike in a sense of servicing, but I think it's really important that the fundamentals of knowing how the machine you're riding functions is important. I think you should know that, hey, if I'm getting low on brake fluid, I need to top that shit up. Otherwise, I'm going to pull my brakes and dead. You know what I mean? I think you need to check your fucking engine oil and know how to check your engine oil. Otherwise, your bike's going to blow up. I think you need to check your coolant or your bike's going to overheat. Like, the main mechanics of a bike to function are like 3 or 4 main things. As long as those things are got fluids and coolants and oils and shit like that, you're good. You're good to go. You're going to see wear and tear on your cords. You're going to feel it if you pull your clutch in and it doesn't go in all the way, or you pull your brake in and it goes all the way. Like, that's as far as mine goes. I know that's good. When things start feeling loose, that's when you either look how to service it yourself, fix it yourself, or you take it to a shop. But I really think the core fundamentals of that needs to be known, of your fluids and your coolants and your oils and stuff like that. I think it's a must. Is it necessary? No. That's why those services fucking exist, for people that don't want to know, the few 5%. But most typically, if you're into this type of shit, you know, you're going to pick it up over time. There's so many great videos on YouTube. If you're not sure, just look up how to service this bike, whatever bike you've got, basic servicing requirements, how to clean your chain properly, how to lube your chain, how to grease your chain, how to tighten your chain, all those simple things. And you know, there is the user manual, but these days with technology, who wants to fucking read? I don't want to pick up my user manual and sift through all the content. I'm going to just look up my bike on TikTok, I'm going to look up my bike on YouTube and say R7 how to, you could say Ninja 400 how to, BMW S1000 5000Rs how to. You know, the content is there. People know there's a market for that type of stuff because people know people want to learn. You know, I might do a video doing that shit one day. If that's what yous want, I'll do it. I don't care. I haven't obviously done it yet because this is a brand new bike and I've only had my 1000k service, my first service that I had to get. And you know, but as time goes on, you know, I have to do this type of shit for my bike, and the only way to learn, if you want to learn, is by doing it. So I'm going to say that the basic fundamentals of mechanics should be known, and they need to be known, but they don't have to be known at the same time, if you get what I mean. If you can hear the different need tos and have tos and all the shit that I just fucking rambled on about and said, that really means fuck all to your opinion. If that's your opinion, you get me? Same shit, I'm rambling again. I don't know, bro, I'm tired. I'm gonna end this shit here. Please, if you haven't, head over to my TikTok, give it a follow, hit subscribe on my YouTube, get notifications. I plan on doing this ride with me series fucking forever. Just comment down below what you want me to discuss, what you want to talk about, anything. I'll talk about anything, bro. Please just tell me and I'll talk about it. So head down to the comments below. Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about, anything you want me to discuss, any of your opinions. I'll touch base on that. You know, ride with me, episode fucking 4, 3, 6, 20, discussing my viewers' opinions. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? I'm still looking for content. I'm still trying to find my niche in this category. So let me know, subscribe, hit the bell notifications, and I'll see you on the next video.